Guys, Epic Wars TCG. I'm super excited to show you how to make your own trading card game video. Now, what's nice about trading card games is you don't need a lot of supplies to make them, but you can if you want to. So first thing I would definitely recommend is getting some sort of drawing mat so you don't like draw on your table. I currently use a small one that I got, and yeah, I like it because it's perfect for like drawing your trading card games. Yeah, next you would need some sort of paper. I highly recommend Strathmore paper or Bristol paper by Strathmore. Basically anything that is pretty thick is pretty good for trading card games. If you have really thin paper, they won't be as durable when you play. And yeah, now for the protection of your cards, I recommend like Dragon Shield sleeves. So you can put them in there and they'll be like waterproof. Or of course you can laminate them, and it also gives them like a background. You can choose whatever color you want. Then you need like a template to trace out your cards. So when you're cutting out like templates, there's other like ones that are pre-cut, but you can just trace out with a pencil and cut out quite a few on a sheet of paper. And then you'll get individual cards like this. Oops. And then these are the supplies that I use to make my cards. So of course the paper, and then I use a little ruler. It's totally up to you. You can use a big one. I just like little one that's more portable. I use a Faber-Castell fine liner. You can use Micron or any ones that you like. I use a mechanical pencil also, and a really nice eraser. There's also other ones like this. So yeah, let's get into just like making a template. So I'm not going to be making the one for my game. I'm just going to be making like a common card template, I guess you would say. So what you really want is a name box. And you can lay this out however you want. This is just how I like to put them. And then like if you're doing Magic the Gathering, you would have like a cost or something. And then your ability box. Feel free to use this template because this isn't the one for my game. And then your attack and defense. Or power and toughness, or however you want to say it. And yeah, so let's just name this test, just because I can't think of anything. Test number 1, and let's say it costs like 4 levels. What I really like about making trading card games is I like making games that are unique. Because if you don't have games that are unique, then probably people won't want to really buy it if it's like exactly like the other ones. Sorry for the background noise. But yeah. Also, you would really need, I recommend a sketchbook, because these like help you plan your TCG. Like this was my first sketchbook, and you can see I planned it. That was a really bad card template that I didn't like. And yeah, I also made like a few TCGs before this, just to like test out my skills. And yeah, I'll just pick a card from this design that we can draw. I'll do, how about that squid guy? So, for the art, you can first trace it out in pencil. Now, I'm not gonna be too neat about this because it's not for my game. So, I'm just gonna do like a quick sketch to show you guys. So there. And then you would go over with fine liner. You can take as much time as you want on these. And if you're doing it digital, like where you draw the art on a piece of paper first and then upload it, then I would highly recommend brush tip markers. Now I use nib tip because it's much easier to get into like in the lines and little spaces with these because they have a much finer tip. But if you're going to do it on a larger piece of paper, definitely recommend like Copic markers or Artist Loft because they are really good blending and stuff like that. So I know this card doesn't look too good, but it's just for the video, so it doesn't matter too much. So yeah. And then you would erase it, of course. I usually like just fan it out to dry it. And then I would take my art drawing utensils. I use shuttle art markers. This is just one of the racks, but you can also use like colored pencils. I know Mystic Islands uses those, and his cards look amazing. But I just like markers because they're a little faster. And yeah, so you just colored in. And what I would think is you don't want to use too many of the same colors. Like, you wouldn't want to use like 4 oranges or 1 red and 1 orange and just 1 yellow on one card. I like to use like different cards that complement others and are like different from each other but still look aesthetically pleasing. Now this one, of course, doesn't look that good, but you can like make your cards like take up the whole thing or just make them small. It's really up to you. And what I like to do for my games is I like to give them some sort of border. You can also color this in with marker and then color the background in with colored pencils. I know that's what Dimension Battles does. His cards also look pretty nice. So for the ability, I'm just going to say draw 2 cards when played. And then for the attack, I'm just going to say 1 and defense is 2. For my game, I use dice for this, but you can use any sort of thing from like just like normal ones like Magic the Gathering, or I know some TCGs even use like a deck of cards for combat, but it's pretty rare. And then you can also put other things like the set number, like set 1, then you can put like the rarity like common. And yeah. Now, you can of course color this in as much as you want, but for the video's sake, this is just how it's going to be. Yeah, you have your first trading card. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this helps you guys make your own trading card games, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.